What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep behind the scenes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and trust me, what you're about to see will blow your mind. We're talking about concept art designs that never made it to the big screen. Some of these are jaw-dropping. Some honestly make you wonder, what if Marvel had gone in a completely different direction? Let's get into it.
Cap's military look. Show concept art on screen. Kicking things off with the first Avenger himself, Captain America. Before Marvel locked in that iconic blue suit, artist Ryan Meinerding explored a much more military-inspired look for Steve Rogers. Full patriotic colors, red, white, and blue, but styled as a battlefield uniform. Now, here's the thing. Steve was supposed to be running top-secret missions. In a suit this flashy? Yeah, that's not exactly blending in. Cool concept, wrong execution. Marvel made the right call. Iron Man's bullet armor. Show concept. Next up, Tony Stark's bullet armor. In Iron Man 3, we saw Tony go absolutely crazy building new suits during his downtime. But artist Josh Nizzi designed one that never made the cut. And the name says it all. Sleek, sharp, fast. You can instantly see why it's called the bullet armor. Even though it never appeared on screen, this design is undeniably one of the coolest pieces of unused concept art in the entire MCU. Vision's different look. Show concept. Now, let's talk about Vision. One of the things we love most about him is his human-like qualities, those warm, expressive eyes that made Wanda fall for him. But in this concept art by Ryan Meinerding, all of that is gone. Red eyes, more gold in the costume, a cold, almost machine-like appearance. Honestly, it's beautifully drawn. But could this Vision have won Wanda's heart? Probably not. Some things are better left unchanged.
Valkyrie in the Dark World. Here's one that might surprise you. Before Tessa Thompson brought Valkyrie to life in Thor Ragnarok, the character was actually being considered for Thor the Dark World first. Artist Josh Nizzi created this fierce, battle-ready version of the character, and she looks completely different from what we got on screen. More raw, more intimidating. While Thompson's portrayal is absolutely iconic, this darker version is still incredibly intriguing to look at. Original Mantis. Who doesn't love Mantis? She's quirky, sweet, and instantly became a fan favorite in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But here's something wild. She almost looked completely different. Artist Andy Park actually revealed on Twitter that this concept art was approved by the studio. That's right, approved. But once filming started, practical issues forced them to change the design. Either way, we're grateful for the Mantis we got. She's perfect just the way she is. The Wasp's costume. Speaking of costume redesigns, Andy Park is back on the list, this time with an early version of the Wasp suit from Ant-Man and the Wasp. This rejected design is definitely more feminine and stylized compared to the final product. And while it's visually stunning, it's easy to see why the practical, combat-ready final version was chosen instead. Still, it's fun to imagine Evangeline Lilly suiting up in this version, isn't it?
Fierce Black Panther. Now we're heading to Wakanda. This Black Panther costume concept was specifically designed for King T'Chaka, T'Challa's father. And here's the key difference, the cape. The studio ultimately used the design, but removed the high-collared cape. Sounds like a minor change, right? Wrong. That cape completely transforms the look, adding authority, menace, and pure royal power. Honestly, we kind of wish they'd kept it. Deadpool's origin suit. Okay, this one is absolutely wild. Before Ryan Reynolds suited up in that iconic red costume, Deadpool almost had a very different origin suit. Artist Kelton Cram described it as a self-made makeshift outfit built from motorcycle gear, something Deadpool would cobble together before eventually transitioning into the suit from the comics. Looking at it now, it gives serious Friday the 13th vibes, like Jason Voorhees decided to become a mercenary. Chaotic, unhinged, very on brand for Deadpool, actually. Crazy Ultron. Avengers Age of Ultron had its highs and lows, but imagine if Ultron had been even more terrifying. In Phil Saunders' concept art for the film's climax, Ultron is depicted as a massive, multi-armed, monstrous robot, literally about to devour the Hulk while Iron Man desperately tries to take down one of his enormous hands. It's absolutely insane. Technically, it probably would have been a nightmare to execute on screen, but visually, this design is next level. Spidey suits. Ryan Meinerding took multiple passes at the Spider-Man suit for Homecoming, and every single one is incredible. He played around with the size and style of the spider emblem on the chest, drawing heavy inspiration from Humberto Ramos' Superior Spider-Man from the comics. The studio ultimately went with a smaller, more classic spider, but looking at these alternates, Peter Parker honestly could have rocked any of them. Pure talent on display here.
Conspicuous Winter Soldier. One of the biggest plot twists in the MCU, the Winter Soldier being revealed as Bucky Barnes. But look at this Josh Nizzi concept art. That eye mask? It barely hides his face. That trench coat? It would make him stand out in any crowd. For a character built around mystery and concealment, this design would have given the whole secret away way too early. Awesome to look at. Terrible for storytelling. Good call, Marvel. Black Widow's Spy Ensemble. This early Iron Man 2 concept art for Black Widow is loaded with amazing details. The spy-inspired outfit, the SHIELD logo, the tactical gear, it all looks fantastic. But there's one major problem. It looks almost nothing like Black Widow from the comics. Red hair aside, fans would have been furious. Sometimes staying true to the source material is the right move, and this is definitely one of those times. Post-apocalyptic Wolverine. For X-Men Days of Future Past, concept artist Keith Christensen was tasked with creating a darker, more futuristic tactical look for the post-apocalyptic scenes. He even admitted that his designs might have been a bit too weird for the costume designer. But looking at this Wolverine artwork, the intricate details, the dark aesthetic, it's honestly stunning. Even if it didn't make the cut, the craftsmanship here is undeniable.
Star-Lord's classic look. Andy Park rounds out his appearances on this list with an early take on Star-Lord. This version of Peter Quill features a much more classic, retro-style helmet, far from the sleek, tech-forward design we saw on screen. His outfit is also more armored and tactical. It's a drastically different vibe, almost like a classic sci-fi comic come to life. Would it have worked? Maybe, but we wouldn't trade what we got for anything. Grungy Hulk. And saving the best for last, Grungy Hulk. In Thor Ragnarok, it's clear that Bruce Banner's internal battle with the Hulk is taking a serious toll. Ryan Meinerding leaned into that, experimenting with 4 different hairstyles for the character. In this version, Hulk sports long, wild hair and a thick, scruffy beard. It's a raw, almost savage look that tells a story all on its own. A little too off-brand for the film? Perhaps, but undeniably cool. And there you have it. 15 incredible Marvel concept art designs that never made it to the big screen. Some of them were this close to becoming reality, and honestly, the MCU could have looked very different because of them. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these unused designs was your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow Marvel fans. I'll see you in the next one. Stay nerdy.